Let's start with the reading, Capricorn. Let's start looking into your current situation, what you're going through, and what brings you today to this reading. So what I see here is a love, a connection that to you is very, very important. We see how this connection started and how it made you feel at first. But here we have a progression which perhaps now is making you feel a little doubtful about how this relationship is going to evolve in the future. So let's start with the Knight of Cups. And to me, this is representing exactly the type of energy that you both had at the beginning of this relationship. And honestly, when you start a relationship with someone whom you are attracted to, this is a great card to have because the Knight of Cups brings romance. It brings someone very charming who is very clear about how they feel. They wear their heart on their sleeve and they overall always follow their heart. I love this person and I love how the situation was initially because right here everything was very emotional for you and for this person. It almost felt like a dream. And overall, your intuition in that moment just told you that this was the right person, that this was the right thing to do and the right situation to invest your heart into. And so we see here two people who are devoted to each other. And at the same time, we see seduction, we see physical attraction. And in other words, what we're looking at here is the honeymoon phase. That phase of your relationship brought a lot of joy and happiness to the both of you. This is that moment where you just think that everything around you is absolutely perfect. There is nothing wrong with this situation, both as far as the relationship goes, but also all the other areas of your life. In that moment, everything seemed perfect. With the sun, that's the type of energy that you experience. Nothing but good feelings, good thoughts, positivity. Perhaps you used to have a lot of fun with this person, going places, do things together, exploring the city and exploring each other at the same time. And we see here also a lot of confidence, knowing that the two of you were made to be together and that we're going to be like this for a very long time. Now, this type of energy is being replaced with the Seven of Cups, which might lead to the Eight of Cups. So let's see what's happening here now. The Seven of Cups often can be talking about the end of the honeymoon phase. Does this mean that the other person doesn't care anymore? Does this mean that the two of you are about to break up? Absolutely not. This is just a different way to perceive the situation itself. So, what we're seeing is that you are perhaps falling into a routine, whether it's the way you talk to each other right now, the type of messages you send each other might be very similar day after day. There is something here which took all that fun and dreamy energy away. And I do believe that either you or the other person, or perhaps both of you, are fearing that since that magic part of that magic has gone, maybe the two of you will not last together. You're afraid that the other person is going to get bored and eventually they're going to just exit this picture and leave you there like nothing has ever happened in between the two of you. So right here with the Eight of Cups, to me, that's that fear that we were talking about. Eight of Cups is showing someone who's walking away, who's letting go of an emotional baggage, an emotional situation on which once they were really dedicated to and they really felt strongly about. But this time, this is for some of you the fear of this happening, and for some other of you, maybe someone has been drifting away a little bit, and you are attributing this to the end of that honeymoon phase. Now, from what we see so far, and of course we'll get more cards, we just see a normal situation. Here, there is nothing wrong. It's normal to go from 100 to 50. It's normal to set back into a routine whenever you are with someone for longer than a week, longer than a month. It's just normal. And that shouldn't scare you. It doesn't mean that this is going to be less beautiful. It's just going to be beautiful in a different way. So let's see how you feel towards this person and what your intentions right now are towards this person. And then we will ask the same questions for them, see what they feel and what their intentions are. But let's start with you. Ace of Cups wanted to come down already. Let's see. Right here, I do see your wish to go back to a time where you can really have fun together and focus on the passion that linked the both of you together. So right here, you want your heart to awaken again, to be awake again. Yours, but also this person's heart. You're thinking that maybe their heart is not in this anymore, and you just wish you could get some of that magic back here in order to feel so excited about seeing each other instead of just being something that happens on a regular basis and no one is going to be excited about that anymore. So right here, you're trying to merge two conflicting energies. With the Five of Wands, we see that conflict. We see how you want to keep things exciting while being in a routine, which is normal to be in a routine. There's nothing wrong with that. With the Five of Wands, I also see that perhaps there is some sort of miscommunication here. You're not able to really express yourself to this person. Ace of Cups talks about expression, and you're not sure if this person is even listening. And that is really becoming frustrating to you. The Seven of Swords, you're afraid that there is a secret, something that they are holding back from you. And perhaps the step right before this Eight of Cups, 7, 8, maybe they're planning to leave, they're planning to go, and they're not telling me about it. They're not telling me that maybe they are also frustrated by the routine and they want to go back to that magic that we used to have. So let's see how this person feels towards you and their intentions at this point in time. So, actually what we see here is someone who still wants to work hard to make this successful. Now, we see the Three of Wands, which clearly talks about that intention that they have of working for this, making things happen, not just waiting for things to happen themselves. But also with the Three of Wands, we see some sort of energy that they have inside of them and that they need to release. This energy might be a message, a communication, something that they want to tell you, which might bring some clarity around this Eight of Cups issue. Maybe they have been wanting to talk to you about something important, which is going to potentially change the current dynamic of this connection and relationship. And we will look into what this is. But with judgment, we see how they also feel the need to reprioritize the overall situation here. Maybe, telling each other, I love you, or cuddling, going out, do something special together for a while has been impossible or has been something that you haven't done. And they want to reprioritize those things so that you can finally go back to that excitement that you had at first. Part of that communication, in my opinion, is connected to this Ten of Swords. There is something that they're afraid to tell you, something that they feel out of control of, and overall something that they feel very anxious about. But whatever they want to do is shown also by the Wheel of Fortune. Bring a change. There is a need for a change from both parts here. And it's really important for you. I wish right now the two of you to just communicate about this, because through communication, that's how you handle the end of the honeymoon phase. By just talking, understanding what the other person is and what they want from the relationship. As long as there is communication, there is success. So in order to understand what this Three of Wands is going to bring into the situation, we'll have to get more cards. Let's focus on what that conversation is going to be about, what it is that they feel that they're not in control of at this moment in time, and how this energy of the Three of Wands is going to change the dynamic between the two of you and the overall direction of this relationship. Let's look into all of that. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended version. If you'd like to support the channel and hear the rest of the messages, just click on the link below in the description. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. So stay tuned for the extended preview right after this and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Capricorn. We have seen here a situation where you have been in a connection with someone who you really care about, and we see how magical this whole relationship was at first. It really felt like a movie. It was like a dream. And like every relationship that lasts more than a week, more than a month, eventually that honeymoon phase will phase out. And there is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you need to be prepared on communicating to each other how you feel. Be prepared on putting in the work to still keep that excitement going. And that's exactly what they want to do, although there is something here which they want to communicate to you and on which they're not really in control of, and we will have to look into this. On your end, you need to go back to that spark, to that magic, and just merging the two elements, the routine with the magic, in order to find the perfect balance. So let's keep looking into that Three of Wands and let's see what that conversation will be about.